What's up, SoSSniping? It's Harry again. Today I'm playing some FIFA 12 for you guys. I hope you enjoy. Now, you may have noticed that there was no XCOD shots in the intro today, and that's because they messaged me saying that we're not really sponsoring you. We just someone of our players has found your videos, and we didn't want to sponsor you. And I'm just like, the fuck, you wanted to sponsor us? Like, I don't know. I'd say like a couple months ago, and they messaged us and we're sponsoring you, and now I guess they don't want to, so they're out of it, and now we just have a regular intro. By the way, I forgot to mention that this guy raged really hard before halftime because he was down 3-0, and I got a couple bullshit goals on him, which I can admit the last one that I got was complete bullshit, but oh well. Now, all of that aside, the topic I want to talk about today is the time I took ADD medicine the night before finals, which you could probably guess that it did not end very well. I'm going to admit that I'm not a very good student. I don't get amazing grades. It's usually like B's and C's, not really any A's. But this year was a big year. It was my junior year, and I really had to kind of step up my game and get my GPA up before college, or before I apply to colleges, because if they see improvement, it looks really good, and they kind of reconsider. I also forgot to mention that I do have ADD. It's not very severe, but I do take medicine for it to help me stay focused throughout the day. Now, the next day, the start of finals was actually my first day of finals. Is probably the biggest one. I had a big presentation in my Russian studies class, and I've been working all night to finish my presentation so I could have an amazing one the next day and kind of blow the teacher away, which I did actually, but I didn't want to do it this way. I'd rather have done it some other way. So the night before, I was very stressed out about the final the next day because it was the biggest one. I didn't want to do poorly on it, or else I could have just destroyed my grade. So I decided at midnight. It took me about an hour to decide. I was just kind of like, what do I do? After about an hour, it was probably like 12 o'clock. I was like, you know what, I'll stay up a little bit longer, probably stay up till 4 instead of, because I usually sleep till 2, or I usually stay up till 2, so I was like, I'll just stay up till 4 or something. Little did I know that this medicine was probably trying to be the cure for cancer, so I was up all night, and now I'm going to tell you what it was like being up the entire night. At 1 a.m. I was getting a lot of work done, and I was like, oh my god, thank god I took this medicine. This is fantastic. I was able to practice my presentation several times and redo it and edit it, and it was fantastic. By 2 o'clock I was starting to lose focus, even though it's kind of the opposite of what the medicine was supposed to do, and it was beginning to be really hard to do my project, and I was just kind of acting lethargic, but I still I was so awake, and I just didn't know what to do. I decided to take a little break and go on Facebook for a second, and I saw PJ online, PJ from Skunk Wagons, and I was like, yeah, okay, PJ, I'll just talk to him for a little bit and then go back to work. He was up and about doing presentations and stuff, but he didn't take any ADD medicine. Next thing I know, it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. We were still talking, and I hadn't gotten any more work done. And I was like, shit, I am screwed for tomorrow. Even though I was pretty set, I was still really panicked and stressed. And I was talking to PJ till about 4 in the morning, I would say, and he was like, alright, I gotta go. I gotta sleep for I have 2 hours to sleep. I'm gonna go for now, and I'll see you in school tomorrow. And I was like, okay, later, man. So now I was trying to work with basically no concentration and basically had a blank mind for half an hour. And I was like, alright, I gotta go to sleep. I'm never gonna do well on my final. It's tomorrow. It's in 3 hours. Or no, it's not 3 hours. It's 4 or 5 hours. But I need to go get some rest. As I put my head to my pillow, I realized that I am not tired at all. At all. I mean, I couldn't sleep. I had no chance of sleeping, and I knew it. The first thing that crossed my mind is, holy shit, I am completely fucked for my finals. Which I thought I was, even though I wasn't. But I was actually scared. I thought I fucking almost OD'd on ADD medicine, which I didn't. But it was really scary to go through. Now I was like, alright, I'll just like listen to some music and fall asleep. But the next thing I knew was the fucking sun was coming out. What the fuck? Did I just stay up did I just pull an all-nighter before finals? That is so stupid. I just pulled an all-nighter before finals. That is probably one of the stupidest things I have ever done in my life. School for me starts at 8:20, but finals start at like 8:50 because it's just like a different schedule. So I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning when I usually get up at like 7 to take a shower, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. So it was like 6 in the morning and I was taking a shower, and I was just like sitting, and then after my shower I just came downstairs and just sat and just did nothing. I didn't watch TV, I just didn't eat. I was just sitting at my like kitchen table for like an hour and a half until I had to go to school. Then I did something that I will never forget that was probably one of the worst things I've ever done. I decided to take 2 more of those pills. I usually take 1 like before a day, but I decided to take 2 because I was tired and I needed to concentrate. And I was like, okay, it'll like compensate because I'm tired and I need to concentrate. It'll be good. 2 pills will be fine. Don't worry about it. I'll be all set. Come 8 o'clock, 8:05, I was fucking wired. It literally felt like I just did like 10 hits of coke, which I've never done before, but I could just only imagine what it's like. And I just like was like jittering, and I was just like, I could like concentrate on something for hours and just study it. That's what I was doing. And I started to do my project again, and I was going fucking ham on it. By the way, ham means hard as a motherfucker for some people who don't know, but I was just going fucking ham on it. I don't know how, but it was kind of awesome. Now, I'll never do that again, but I think you guys get the idea. That day, I went to school, I did my final, and I fucking put that goddamn final in therapy for raping it so hard. I can't even tell you how good it was, and I got an A on the project. When I got home, it was about 3 o'clock, or no, actually it's half day, so it was about 1 o'clock, and I stayed up for about an hour. Then the ADD medicine wore off, and I just kind of collapsed in my bed and slept for like 3 hours. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story. I'll have more just like it in the future. But comment, rate, subscribe, guys. You know what to do, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.
On top of their game.